Thank you for having me.
It's not often that we see a show so anticipated as the second season of this one. I mean, we had Jason Biggs on Friday, and we talked about the new season. He was awesome. Yeah, we had a great time. But so many people fired up for season 2. And now we're 5 days into it now?
Yeah, and we already started, we're doing season 3 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just started shooting a couple days ago, and it's awesome, yeah.
So are you able to watch season 2 while you tape season 3? Does that get confusing for you? Have you watched it already?
Well, at the premiere, I saw the first episode.
Okay.
But we've been busy prepping for season 3, so I actually haven't seen much more than that. But you know what's funny is now a new thing that people keep saying is they're like, okay, what episode are you on? I'm on 4, I'm on 6, don't tell me anything. And it's like, whenever people, you know, talk about the show, immediately it's what episode are you on? It's this funny thing that's starting now.
Well, because we have someone here in staff who gets great enjoyment out of spoiling shows for all of us here. So now we've trained him to say, all right, what episode are you on? Because we don't want to, you don't want to spill something for somebody else.
I know, it's a new thing that people are doing.
Have you heard from people that they've already gone through all 13 of season 2?
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of that?
Oh, yeah, totally. People like talking about my character and what happens and all the craziness. I mean, there are a lot of spoilers out there.
Well, that's where Twitter gets tricky too, because you read too much, then you learn too much, and you don't want to get spoiled.
I know.
Jodie Foster apparently directed the first episode, and I didn't realize she had directed on season 1 as well.
She did, yeah. She's awesome because first you have to like get over the fact that Jodie Foster is directing you,
right?
And then because you're like, oh my God, it's Jodie Foster. And then once you get past that, she's this really great actress-director, you know. She really, like, kind of breaks it down how she would, you know, break it down as an actress, but is really respectful of your process. And she's great. She's really great.
Yeah, as an actress, do you enjoy working with a director who has been such an accomplished actress? I mean, is there an added credibility that comes with that, I would assume?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, she's just so awesome that you're like, oh my God, you know? But yeah, I do tend to like working with actors or directors who were actors because they just understand what we have to go through and everything, and they're just a little more, their sensibility is a little higher with actors, you know, getting ready for a scene or whatever.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys actually film in a prison?
No,
is it a set?
Well, they built our prison in Queens, so that's a set, and we also film at an abandoned children's psychiatric hospital.
Oh, that's not scary or anything.
It's creepy, guys.
An abandoned children's psychiatric hospital.
Yes, an hour north of New York. And when we first went there were like kids' drawings on the floor, and like industrial-sized tubs of mustard, like weird.
Night shoots in that place?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's freaky.
It's definitely haunted. Yeah.
So which scenes? Can you let us in on which scenes were filmed in the psychiatric hospital?
I mean, for one, when I was locked in the dryer, locked in the dryer in an abandoned children's psychiatric hospital, kind of.
As if that's not creepy enough, being locked in the dryer.
But yeah, the whole laundry room is there. The chapel is there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there that we shoot.
So a lot of it, obviously most of it in the prison, but sometimes we get the flashbacks, we get the backstories of the characters. You actually get to film outside the prison, you know, some exotic apartment maybe, or a pool. I mean, do you look forward to those days when you know you're not going to the children's psychiatric hospital?
I know, right? It's nice to be able to like break it up. I mean, the writers are so good that, you know, all the stuff we film in prison with all the girls is so fun. But yeah, it's definitely nice to be able to like wear actual clothing and maybe get a little bit of makeup put on, you know? Like, I'm going to work right after this, and we're basically going to strip me of everything and like make me look, you know, like add bags under my eyes and the whole thing. But it's awesome. It's very authentic, and it's part of our job.
All part of the look.
Yeah.
And speaking of look, you may not know this about me, but I'm very into hair. I'm very into hair, and I've noticed your hair color has changed over the years. Obviously, we saw you as a redhead for so long.
Yeah.
And now you went to blonde for a while. Now black. Was the black hair for Alex? Was that part of your decision-making process?
Genji had a very specific thing that she wanted. You know, Alex has her whole kind of rockabilly kind of thing. And you can really only do that, like the kind of pinup girl rockabilly thing, with black hair. So Genji had a very specific vision with that, and like the tattoos and everything. And I love it. And people say it suits me, so...
I think it does absolutely suit you. He looks incredible on you.
What's funny, though, is I'm a natural redhead, and I feel like the red hair... I'm like a traitor to my kind, because redheads are rare. But the red hair, I feel like the black suits me better than the red hair. I know. Redheads are going to kill me.
It does really. It suits you. I think it looks great.
Thank you.
It looks great.
Thanks.
Now, I know you said you're filming here in the city.
Yeah.
Hopefully you haven't already, hit this spot up because I know you're a big fan of McClure's pickles.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
And we actually,
I used to get them flown in to L.A. before I realized you could get them in Whole Foods.
Well, speaking of flying them in, fly them in. We brought you a jar of McClure's pickles.
Oh, my God.
Now, I know it's only, what, 10:25?
Thanks, guys.
If it's too early for pickles, you can take that home with you. Or if you want to have some now.
Never too early for pickles.
Never too early for pickles. That's for you. Little piece of New York. We're going to take a quick break, but much more with it all coming right up. Be right back. Where's that? I've never heard that before. We are back with Laura Prepon. I have to ask you about a family tradition I heard about that happens in your family. Every time you guys are together, you get together and you sing a little song by Meatloaf. Which one is it?
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah!
Yes. It's a whole, any kind of wedding or family get-together. We all know, and all the girls line up and all the guys line up, and we sing the girl parts and the guy parts, and we like act it out.
I love that. I feel so lame. My family has no singing tradition that we do every time. I have to start something.
It's fun. You guys should start something. It's kind of crazy. My sister married a German guy, and all of his family were over, and we were like prepping them. And then when we got to it...
Just send them a lyric sheet ahead of time?
Pretty much. And they were like standing at the side, mouths agape, like couldn't believe that like we were like acting it out to each other. And my cousin like ran and like slid into home like to like his wife's feet. I mean, we go all out. It's great.
They're like, these Americans are crazy.
I know, totally. But never a dull moment.
We want to play a fun little game with you called Where Were You Then?
Oh, yeah.
You up for that? So you'll have a lot of fun on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes,
post a lot of great stuff.
I try.
We want to get the stories behind the story. So
okay.
Start with this one. This was about a month ago. Before season 2 of Orange is the New Black even premiered, you gave your followers a treat with an official announcement with episode titles. Here it is.
Okay, can I just explain something?
Well,
by the way, this was already posted by the writers on Twitter, just so you know.
Okay.
So it's not like it came out that like, I announced season 3. Not true.
So these were real titles, though?
This was straight out of the writer's room. They were just like,
Never-ending Rump Springer.
Yeah.
Love that one. Hot for Janitor. We can't miss that one.
Yeah, come on.
All right. So this was officially done by the writers.
Our show, we push the envelope, keep people guessing.
All right, here's the second one. Dude you got to hang out with on Oscar night. Rock legend.
So yeah, that was on Oscar night, and when I first moved to LA in 1998, the first 2 celebrities I ever met were Steven Tyler, who gave me a hug, and I was like shaking. The other one, I was at the Coffee Bean, and they write your names on the thing, like they do at Starbucks.
Yep.
And I go over, and I order my coffee, and I go over, and they're like, Johnny? And I look up, and it's Johnny Depp grabbing his coffee. And I was like, oh my God.
Welcome to LA.
It was crazy.
What did Johnny order? Was he having a tea, a coffee?
It was it was in like a grande type cup, but the Coffee Bean style. So I don't know, probably a latte.
The mystery. All right.
Skinny latte.
Some French thing.
Yes, some French thing.
All right, here's a current pick of a throwback group from the Ultimate Throwback Show, '70s show. Let's take a look here. Look at that. The gang all back together.
Oh my God, I have red hair in that picture.
So where was this one? What was happening here?
That was at Kutcher's house. We did, because we're all so tight and we all have such busy schedules that we try to plan these dinners where we can all hang out and catch up. And that one happened to be at Kutcher's house, so we all were like, let's take a picture around the piano for some reason. I don't know.
I think it's such a cool thing, too. You guys worked together for so long. I had a chance to be on the set quite a few times during those days. And the fact that you guys are also still tight to this day.
Yeah.
And also successful as well. You've all gone on to do your own thing and be successful individually. But what a great show, and great to see you guys are still hanging.
Thank you very much.
All right, here's you rocking some very tough-looking gear. Oh, yeah. What were you doing there? Was this at the gym, maybe?
No, that's in my backyard, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm a huge UFC fan, and I started kickboxing a while ago because I actually dated a UFC fighter. Don't make it weird. And he got me into it. And my trainer comes to my backyard and trains me in kickboxing because I love it so much.
Awesome. Well, you look like a complete badass in that picture, so no one's going to mess with you. Thank you so much for being here, Laura. All 13 episodes of season 2 of Orange is the New Black are available right now on Netflix. We got more buzz coming up after this. Stick around. Great to see you.